out jumps a dolphin. And everyone says, wait a second, how could a dolphin be in the middle of New Jersey? Well, now we're going to go to high school. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to teach it like third grade. From now on, we're going to, at this point, we're going to start doing middle school, high school, and then even some college material. So, here's a word most high school students don't. You go to Kane? Are you at Kane? That's my alma mater, too. I didn't learn this here, something about it, but I mean, like, I bet you most college students haven't even learned it. It's not because you're not real smart, but it's just not a word that we learn. And the word is, but it's a word that's going to explain some very important things about the water to you. And the word is estuary. How many of you have ever heard that word? Okay, very good. We're going to learn it with two hands, and you go for the rest of your life. When you go for a college interview someday, you know this one, you're going to really impress them. Watch this. I'm going to make believe that one hand is the ocean and it's salt water. You know, with one hand, make the ocean and make salt. With the other hand, make a river that's fresh water. And when the river that's fresh water moves towards the ocean, and when the ocean moves towards the river, and when it all mixes together, we have an estuary. How about that? Very, give yourselves a hand. Now you know what an estuary is. There's another word also sometimes bay. That's a shame too, right? But how many of you heard that word? A bay. But not all bays are estuaries. In New Jersey, many of our bays are, but an estuary is a little bit different. Now here's how the dolphin got to central New Jersey. Dolphins started in the ocean. Make a dolphin in the ocean. From the ocean, the dolphin went into the estuary. And from the estuary, it found the opening to the river. And from the estuary, the dolphin went in the river, kept going, and actually made it to the middle of New Jersey. Not only that, every 20, 30 years, something really strange makes it in. About 30 years ago, a shark made it to the middle of New Jersey. Oh. And here's the weirdest thing. There's a place called the Delaware River where they actually had a whale that was trying to force its way into New Jersey. But here's what it means. Here's what it actually means. It means this. If a dolphin can go from the ocean to an estuary to the river, it means that if we throw garbage and litter on the ground in East Orange, it means that litter can go from East Orange down to Storm Drain to the river, from the river to the estuary, and out to the ocean. And if a dolphin sees a plastic bag in the ocean, quite often to a dolphin this looks like food. It looks like a certain type of jellyfish that dolphins eat. And they find thousands of dolphins around the world dead in the ocean because they have tried to eat plastic bags. How many of you would like to make the ocean safe for dolphins? Well, one of the nicest, easiest things we can do is just to keep plastic bags off the ground and out of the water. Next up, a few people did know this word last time, but Ms. Harrison, have the people been chosen already?
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
So we're going to do a little skit, some of you, in a minute.
Did you choose?
There's also something else, not only in the water, but all around nature. There are things called food chains. How many of you have learned about food chains in class? Wow. As your teachers know, food chains become food webs, and food webs become ecosystems. Hands down, real quick, even though you probably learned this, I'm just going to real quick show you the difference. Let's say your whole big school is an ecosystem. Everyone, all the classes, the teachers, the people who serve the food, everything. Let's say you two third graders, you're one food web that's part of the ecosystem. And let's say the front row is a food chain that's part of the food web. So you're a food chain, the whole group is a food web, and the whole school is an ecosystem. Well, we're going to see the main food chain at the Jersey coast. And here's the thing, for you to grow up in a healthy world, you need that food chain to be healthy. It all begins with this. Very few students in New Jersey, anywhere, can tell me what this is. I'll tell you what it does. Hang on. Even if you're a genius, and some of you probably are, but even if you're a genius, you can't guess. It's not what it looks like. Let me tell you what it does. This takes sunlight and turns it into energy. This makes oxygen, and then things can breathe in the ocean. Again, you might be a genius, but you can't guess. However, if you really, like, you actually would have had to see it somewhere, like in a book or on the Discovery Channel. If you really think you know, it's okay, you look like you're smart people, but if you want to just tell me the first 2 letters of your answer, I'll tell you if you got it right or not. I got it, you know what I mean? What are the first 2 letters of your answer? No, okay, but it's okay, because I know you're a smart young man. As I said, you could be a genius, but you can't guess on it. However, I'm going to give you a clue. Now you're going to get it. If you grew up watching a cartoon on Nickelodeon called SpongeBob. This was one of the characters, but it is not the starfish. I want to give someone who didn't give me an answer yet. Anybody sure what it is? What are the first 2 letters of your answer? What's the second letter? Oh, well, what do you think it is? What is it? There you go. What's your name? Begin from Mari. There you go. Very good, Mari. So Mari told us this is plankton, everyone. One of the things you want to leave here knowing. However, there are 2 types of plankton. You really want to impress someone. You want to leave here knowing this is actually called phytoplankton, and it is spelled P-H-Y-T-O. Phytoplankton starts the food chain in our estuaries, in our bays, and in our ocean. Here's the thing. If the water ever got so poisonous and the phytoplankton died, we would be in a lot of trouble on this planet. The phytoplankton in the food chain gets eaten by zooplankton. Zooplankton gets eaten by shrimp. How many of you like shrimp? All right, hands down. This is what shrimp look like when they're alive. And teachers, I think we just changed some diets. And shrimp get eaten by blue crabs. And crabs get eaten by, who's ever seen Big Birds? Okay, Ms. Harrison, you said we have 8 people who have already been chosen. Mr. Barry, would you be so kind as to put that up there? The 8 people who are chosen, we need you to make a line right over here. Ms. Harrison, do they know who they are? 8 people were chosen. Do me a favor, hold this right here.
Everybody come up.
Make a line.
This way.
Do me a favor, would you hold this bag and stand by the pole over there? Okay, 1, 2, I think we have too many actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's okay, that's wait. Oh, that's right, hang on a second. Okay. Do me a favor, hold this and stand in front of the chair right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, would you hold this? Would you hold this? And would you hold this? Would you hold this? And would you hold this? Mr. The 5 people right here, Mr. Barry, would you show this? You 5 people here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need you to become a food chain and lock elbows to become. Would you lock elbows with him? Would you lock elbows with him? Look what we're doing. Look, we're making like a chain. We're making it. Would you lock elbows with him? Would you lock elbows with him? Thank you. They're all locked. Okay, because you're not. Okay. No, actually, you're not with him because you're in the same food web, but you're not. Okay. This young man here represents the whole ecosystem.